rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
Do they?
They do.
Do they? I didn't know they still did that. I didn't know if that was against the law or something. No. Okay.
Okay, you can still mind.
I mean, yeah, I'll do my best.
We all get, we all have a chance to speak on the
Yeah.
motion.
Okay.
But
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
we're willing to say,
Come on, Brian.
Roll call.
Mr. Bill Eaton is excused and absent. Mr. Kevin Farkas.
Here.
Mr. Bob Wood.
Here.
Mr. Jackson Wistrick.
Here.
Mr. Jake Tate.
For the last time.
I knew you were
Don't
going
rub
to
it
say
in. We'll get you back.
something. Mayor.
I'm here.
Solicitor Joe.
Yeah, here.
Mr. John McAdoo.
Here,
Thank you.
for the last time.
Don't look so smug, I know.
It's like, all right.
Does anybody have any changes to the agenda?
Yeah, I would. I would like to strike, where's it, the,
The compensation.
for the vacancy.
Oh.
Oh, it's the
Government
last
one.
Under government, yeah. Will you strike that, please?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here. Under government.
Oh, we don't need, oh, okay. Oh,
What was that for?
Strike it.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, it's what I wanted to talk about not on here.
The,
Okay, we got the consent for the agenda.
the what?
Officer reports.
About the ATV stuff?
Yeah,
I think we're going to leave that for what workshop meetings. Like anything not business related, right?
okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing pressing, legal.
No,
Police related, we
the
have to
police
do-
aren't here either.
Right.
What was that about?
Okay,
the ATV thing, that's what you're talking about.
yeah, okay, well, I'll talk
about
to
the
Brian
quad.
after about the quads messing up the,
I got the person's
Okay.
information.
yeah,
I
we
was
did,
gonna give it
okay.
to him, but he's not here.
Okay.
Okay. All
Alright,
right,
so we're good with the agenda other than the one change?
As far as I know.
Good? Okay. Alright, officers report?
Officer report.
Okay. So the balance in the general fund as of November 30th is $1,072,192.14. The balance in the, oh Kevin, I see what you're saying now about that getting all messed up. The balance in the liquid fuels is $103,078.75. In Pliget, we have $4,113.70. In Pliget Capital Purchase, sorry, I have to keep scrolling because it's all messed up. $1,842.15. In the Water and Sewer Fund, we have $116,014.37. Emergency Management Fund, $12,886.33. And in the Aqua Money, we have $181,106.50.
That sounds good.
Yep, and then the other things we have. Where did my reports go? For the police, we had 39 calls. They are all closed and cleared. The fire department, the public service, they had 11 calls total. Public service was 3. Medic was 8. 11 total incidents. They also were here for town hall meeting. No fire loss and total training, they did 828 hours.
Good.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Approval of the officer reports. Anyone make a motion?
I'll
Need
make a motion. to approve the officers' reports.
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Correspondence.
The only thing I have is Sue and reached out and they want to get a couple letters, basically to support the garden. Is that the community garden? Yeah, the compost. Thank you. Sorry, the compost. So I just wanted to make sure everyone was good with that project being taken on. They can elaborate on the compost project if you guys want.
Just asking local business owners, like for example, Home Depot, if they're willing to donate anything to be used for the compost project, community compost project. And Jack already talked to.
Yeah, they said they would.
Yeah, he talked to Danielle at Home Depot, who said sure. So again, a couple of letters. We can also have Busy Beaver and 84 was suggested, and Lowe's, and see if they're also willing to donate stuff like shovels and I'm not sure what else. Whatever they'd be willing to give us, we'll take it.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna be composting?
That's our yard waste program we're trying to develop back there.
Back in there?
And it could
The
be
leaves.
garden also.
Leaves of yard waste.
Okay,
So as long as everybody's good with me writing those letters and getting them ready.
Sure.
Just want to make sure.
yep,
Okay, perfect. I'll
sounds
get them to you
good.
guys. And that's all I have for correspondence.
Okay. Zoning officer, I don't think, she doesn't have anything.
Okay.
Should have run back home to grab something. Code enforcement, I've got a handful of building permits this month. I think we only did one occupancy. So that's what she went to get. I got out the door without them. That's about it for that. We're not gonna do the landlord agreement yet, right?
Let's do
Or
it.
should that be, okay. Yeah, that's it. Emergency management report. Is it Eli's not here? So nobody has a report from him then, probably. Secretary Treasurer report.
I've got nothing.
Okay, moving on. Citizens Advisory Committee.
Anybody from Citizens Committee like to speak on anything?
Let's get baseball then. Can we get the baseball in here? Or wait, oh, you're talking, that's,
Yeah, this is just.
That's
the
your
citizens
committee.
one. Yeah, there's no.
he'll be in under citizens.
Okay.
Okay. Citizens.
Wait,
Okay.
Any citizens, we'll need your name and address.
I think Al wanted to talk.
Anyone wanted to talk besides the two that signed?
Al from Waste Management.
Just Al Pasquarelli is the only one that wanted to talk.
Okay, and baseball.
And
We'll
baseball.
get Al in here first.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah.
Instead of baseball? Okay. All right. So my name is Al Pasquarelli. I'm with Waste Management. We did the trash services here. And there were two options, two service options: the traditional option, the traditional service that you guys currently have, and the cart option. We obviously did both options, so we'll be happy with whatever you choose. But I thought if you just wanted to give you some information on the carts. The carts are the way that the industry's going. We've seen this coming since the pandemic, because since the pandemic, we're struggling for drivers, we're struggling for helpers. So I think your incumbent, Aiken, I believe, did not even bid the traditional service. I think they bid only the cart option. So just to give you a little bit of information about the carts, if council's worried about, is this borough conducive to carts? Can you service it with carts? We certainly can. Your borough's suited for carts. We have 130 municipal contracts in the surrounding Pittsburgh area. We do the entire Shea Cog in South Hills, North Hills Cog. We've converted, out of 130 municipal contracts, we've converted 67%. So roughly 80 of them are now utilizing carts. When people first hear carts, everyone's apprehensive. Oh, I don't want a cart. It makes I have never been up in West Mayfield Borough up there. And you guys have a really nice borough. Carts will clean it up a little bit. You don't have to worry about rodents getting in the trash and raccoons and stuff like that. If you're worried about how are you going to service it? We might have some tight areas. Don't worry about that. We service all, like the municipalities we service, even in North Hills Cog. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Millville Borough, Sharpsburg Borough, Etna, way tighter than this. They all have carts right now, and they love their carts. So don't worry about, can your truck get back here, because we'll dispatch a small truck to get some certain areas. If you're worried about, is a cart going to be enough for my service? Don't forget, we gave an option that if a resident has a big family and you need 2 carts, you can get that second cart. Our data shows that municipalities that have converted, these 87 now that we've converted, the number of people that get a second cart is about 5% of the households. So here you have about 559, I believe, 559 homes. So think maybe 25 will need that second cart. So it's not like it's not impossible. So just wanted to give you guys some information on the carts. And I'll tell you what, the pricing you have that we submitted, consider it a bargain, because I deal with all the municipal contracts in Western Pennsylvania for us, and rates are typically in the 25 to 30 per household. I think we bid here under 20, right? Our number, I think, is under 20. So anyways, our cart pricing is lower than the traditional service. It's about $2.50 per month lower. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, I know when I came to the bid opening, some people had questions about the at your door electronic waste and household hazardous waste option. So I just wanted to show you guys. And I think our pricing was about $1.80, if I remember correctly, on this program. And what it is, the way this program works is if any residents have TVs, any electronics, right? Any electronics or any household hazardous waste like garden chemicals, car batteries, fluorescent tubes that can't be placed in trash. We have an unlimited program. So if I'm residing in West Mayfield Borough and I have TVs and batteries to get rid of and stuff, I call 1-800 number, get Waste Management. It's a separate division than our trash division. So it's a separate call center. Your call will be taken. They will ask you for your name and address, and then they'll schedule a pickup date, usually about 2 weeks out from your call, because we try to get a bunch of calls so we can dispatch a truck into one area and pick up a few homes, not just one. So we'll put you on a schedule, and you tell the agent what you have. If it's just TVs or big items, they're going to tell you, okay, just let us know where you're going to put them on your front porch, down by the steps, down by the garage. Our DEP approved truck will pull up. Our technicians will get out, load the stuff, and place it on a truck. And we have a facility down in McKees Rocks where this stuff gets taken to. If you guys have small items like fluorescent tubes, batteries, garden chemicals, whatever, you will get a packet mailed to you. So and this is a DEP managed program. It's not WM. I mean, we just service it. The DEP tells us how we need the services. So when we started this program back in 2013, and 70% of our contracts have this program embedded as a comprehensive solution. The DEP, we had to go to the DEP. When we started this program, we went to the DEP, and they basically gave us the blueprints as to how we should service it and how they need us to service it. And it's their role that, if a municipality brings on the program, then everybody's eligible for the program in that municipality. And that's how we're able to keep the cost real low. Because if you think about it, I don't know if any of you have disposed of a TV lately. I have a brother that lives in Bloomfield, the city of Pittsburgh, right? He calls me, he's like, Al, you work at Waste Management. He had a 35-inch Toshiba TV. He's like, what do I do with it? I'm like, you gotta call the city, ask them, because they don't pick it up. So he calls the city, they told him to take it to Stericycle on the south side. So I went down with my SUV, we put this 35-inch Toshiba in the back of my SUV. We took it over to Stericycle. They took it out of my SUV, plopped it on a scale, and charged it $98 to get rid of it. $98. So again, this program is adult. I think it was it's like $1.84. So it's about $10 a year because that's a quarter. So anyways, So maybe I myself don't have anything to get rid of this year, but you're gonna have stuff to get rid of. It's worth it. Municipalities that brought this program on, not one has taken it out. Taken out of the program. Residents love it. It's a very convenient. They don't have to worry about taking TVs to drop-off centers or recycling centers. We pick it up right from their doorstep. So, again, and this, I'll take this out real quick. Basically, this, I don't know, it's a big bag. It's a DEP bag. It's like it's a 40-pound bag or whatever. And there's a zip tie in here, and there's instructions. Everybody that gets this will get a set of instructions. It tells you exactly what is available. I mean, what can you place in this bag, what you can't, like explosive. You can't put that in this bag.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They're dying, David.
Yeah, people ask that though, seriously. But there's instructions as to what's acceptable, what's not. Like I said, it's an unlimited program. It doesn't mean when we show up at your house, there you have 12 TVs out there. There's guidelines. Hey, put one TV out. Little guidelines in here for everybody. But so you get this bag, you fill it up, you tie it up, and you place it on your porch or by the garage or wherever you tell the technicians, and that's where we'll pick it up. So just wanted to give you some information. Like I said, I'm not sure which way you guys are leaning. I think the cart solution with this program is cheaper than I think what your residents are paying right now, if I'm not mistaken. So
You may be able to answer this question for me. For the residents that do their own oil changes, will you take the oil?
oh boy, that's a good question. I don't work on that side of the house. I'd have to look into that.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to check.
I mean, I could put it in a paint can.
Yeah, I don't think it's acceptable with our regular trash, but I think in this program, I have to
Yes.
look into that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good question.
A1 Automotive takes it, they have a waste furnace.
I don't want, oh, well, yeah, that would work too. But
Yeah.
it would be way easier if they picked it up in front of my door.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Al.
No problem. No problem at all.
Appreciate it. You want to get Scott in here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Scott,
All right.
this is from
My
Scott.
name's Scott McGee. I'm the president of West Bayfield Youth Baseball. Just wanted to give a report, year-end report. I handed out the flyer to all you guys. Biggest thing I'll highlight is you look at our list of sponsors this year. There's a total list of how many kids we had in the program, both in spring and then in the fall. Obviously, in the fall, those numbers decreased quite a bit just because of other sports, for the most part, like football. On the back page, you look at who our officers are, who our auxiliary board officers are. But the thing to highlight is, what we did, in 2025. We put field boxes on fields 1 and 2. We had the concession stand, the dugouts all power washed and painted. Field 1, we got the dugout roof repaired. We had the bathrooms redone. We field sprayed for all the weeds. And here in the fall, we got the old turf removed from under the batting cages. Some of the things that we have listed, again, keep in mind, we have had 2 meetings now in preparation for 2026. Most of those were geared around election of officers. But some of the things that we've discussed, we already know and are in possession of the new turf that will be put in underneath where the batting cages were to replace what was there before. We're going to definitely put a field box down on field 1. We have ideas for new equipment, a new mound, and the 2 large ideas that we're throwing around right now are field improvements to field 3, which would both involve the dirt and the outfield, as well as space. We need some additional space for some of the equipment that we have. So we're looking into putting in a new shed somewhere down there, and obviously we would look to guidance and approval for where we could put that. One of the other things, we wanted to highlight our summer tournament has already been Those dates have already been determined. We're gonna do it July 17th through the 19th that weekend. And we are going to propose to the council for that weekend, you know, especially Saturday, we would like to rent out all of the pavilions. Last year, you know, we took extra precautions, you know, with cones and directional parking. We did run into an issue, I can't vividly remember if it was Saturday or Sunday, with the furthest down pavilion where that sign clearly states no parking beyond here. It's for that pavilion, and there was a party down there, whereas we're all day, right? So the first games are starting at 8, 9 in the morning. These parties aren't showing up till, you know, after lunchtime, and that's when it became an issue. We're just gonna propose that we would provide a check and pay for those pavilions so that we could just totally avoid that. And that way the borough itself is not losing any kind of, revenue from renting those out for that weekend.
That's a good idea. Just get with us to make sure.
The dates
Did you
are
get
on
it,
there.
if you can block it. Did you get,
Okay.
I thought you already did. I thought that's what you were doing. That's
You're
great.
good.
And
You
you
have the
can just let
pavilions.
me know and we'll get a check out.
You're good.
But other than that, like I said, we're in the very infant stages. Our registration is out. We have an early bird registration. If anyone signs up before January 1st, they get a discount. But we're expecting a large influx of kids down to West Mayfield this year from our surrounding communities here in Blackhawk. So we are gearing up.
Good.
That's it.
What we'd like to see.
Why would
Thank
that
you.
be?
What's that?
Why would that be a large influx of kids from other areas? Is that something going
People are
on out there?
hearing what
that
we're
they-
doing.
Oh, and
Not from
they're
other
looking for something
communities.
different? you
Not
mean?
from other communities. Only communities in Blackhawk.
Oh, okay.
We're only allowed to.
Anybody that's in Black Hawk area?
Yes.
Okay.
So the league that we're in, we were not allowed to go to Beaver Falls or Rochester, things along
Okay.
those lines. The registration is opened up to anyone that resides and their kids go to the Blackhawk School District.
So they're looking at your program as something that they want to get involved in then?
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, just to give you an instance, this year was the first year ever in spring that we had 2 teams at the minor league level, which would be 10 and under, so it'd be 9 and 10-year-olds. We had 2 teams. The Blackhawk organization had like 6. So people are, the word of mouth is getting out as far as what we're doing. And obviously, the larger organization, you've got a little bit more frustration.
Right. Makes sense.
They're getting wind of it, and I think it's just great that
Good.
when we took over, my son is now 10. It would have been in the fall. He was just turned 7 when we were asked to come back down there, and there was like 19 kids in the program. So we now, we had over 50. We have our feeder program back up and running, which is the T-ball
good.
program, which we didn't have before.
Just let us know when the registration opens up for sponsorships as well. That way that stuff can get put on the borough website, that you guys are seeking, sponsors and things like that.
For sure. Yeah, we're going to be getting that information out here soon. So we will definitely be looking for everyone to hopefully renew.
Tell them about Community Day.
Oh, Community Day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how big everyone here is into sports, but obviously the Western Pennsylvania Sports Talk Radio is 93.7 The Fan. We had a Community Day down here on a Saturday. I believe it was in May, but you would have thought it was early March with the weather. And we had to make a lot of changes to the schedule. But we had T-ball team playing each other in the outfield of the Field 1, the Pony League field. The 2 minor league teams got together because they weren't, they didn't schedule us to play during the regular season. The kids got, down here all got to play against each other. My brother happens to live in Rochester. We brought his kids over to play our farm league team. But the biggest highlight is that 93.7 The Fan was down there, and their AM their 6 to 10 a.m. producer was down there. His name's Harry Callis. He actually ended up sticking around probably about 6 hours after they were done and umpired the last game of the day. So it was really neat. They highlighted it on the radio. I still have those. I still have the clips on my phone. What's even neat, what's even more neat is that in the fall, my son played football. Blackhawk had them out to the program. My son and I walked over, spoke to him. He remembered us. Obviously, he had a great time umpiring our game. And that Monday after, highlighted our program again. So it was really neat. And of course, that is someone that runs that program for them is a Blackhawk grad. So we have every opportunity to do that again. We're really excited to do it.
It's awesome. You guys did a great job this year.
So, thank you very much.
You're a big help, Jake. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Happy to help.
Absolutely. Jake was a big part in getting that turf out here in the fall.
That was a job.
And blowing the water off the field on Community Day.
And we did use a lot of that dirt that, Jake cleaned up so that we could level it the best that we could. We filled in that area where the bleachers used to be. That was kind of a little hole. So hopefully we can get some grass to grow there. But thank you so much for your support. That's the biggest thing.
Yep.
Looking forward to next year and continuing to grow.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else?
Can I answer your question?
Yes.
You did, you said motor oil, right?
Yes.
And I just, like I said, this is a DEP managed program. They update this all the time. So, here's what's acceptable. Automotive products acceptable: antifreeze, motor oil, oil filters, oily rags, wax brake fluid, transmission fluid, hydraulic fluid, and fuels.
Perfect.
So you just have to put it in a container in this bag and we pick it up.
So we could tell our residents to stop dumping it in the creek. It's a joke, they're not doing that.
All right, back to old business. Go to old business. Under budget and finance. What do we have to?
Okay, so this is.
Joe, where are we at with the agreement on the cell tower?
The agreement on the cell tower, I sent last week a long email to their representative, Ms. Payne, and she wanted to consult with their attorney, and we're having a Zoom meeting on Friday afternoon at 2:30. Okay. There was it's just a lot of details. I sent a copy to
I'll send it
Jenna.
to everybody.
Good.
Yeah, mostly dealing with my questions about transfer tax and some other things. And I wanted to make sure too, she sent me, it's not exactly a survey, but it was an attachment to an email and it didn't print out real clear, at least in my opinion it didn't. And I asked her if she could send me a bigger copy of it. But it's going to be, right now the tower's right opposite there. It's going to be the same spot. They're going to need, and I think they probably already have this, an access easement going behind this building down the public road. It's not going to be much different, okay? But that's where we're at. So, she did say she didn't think there's anything really that would be a big issue, but she didn't feel, I don't know, because I'm an attorney or whatever. She goes, I feel more comfortable if I could get my attorney, if she could talk to you with me. I said, yeah, that's fine. So we set up a time for Friday afternoon.
Good.
So.
All right. We already re-advertised, right?
Yeah, we did on the ordinance.
Okay, yeah,
You want me to take this?
yes.
Okay, so there's a motion to adopt the ordinance requiring licensing and occupancy permits for all rental units of any size. This was advertised once, it had to be re-advertised again, so it was duly advertised. It's agreed to, the proposal was agreed to by council, so here we are. The vote tonight would be to adopt this ordinance. We'll go around the table. Anything to say? Yes,
I'm good with it. Yeah, I'm for it after all the reviews and stuff. Yeah.
Everybody else is doing it, we might as well too.
John?
I agree.
Good.
Yeah, I approve.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. All in favor?
All in favor?
Okay. Motion passes. Oh, Joe, I'm sorry, let me just stop 1 second, because it just reminded me.
Yeah.
We've just found, there's an old ordinance from 1995 that actually addressed a requirement for people who own rental properties to provide names to the borough, yada, yada. This is all covered in the new ordinance.
Right.
Is it prudent to put a clause in this, just saying that this is in particular rescinded?
The new one supersedes.
Yes, this is,
Yeah.
does it say that automatically, or
Does not say it automatically because we weren't aware of it.
you wanna note that?
Yeah, I'll give this back to you, but
Just found that.
yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
I'll make a little change in that, have my officer, I'll send it to Jen.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I did too.
I did too.
Going to have another one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so last month I put a motion on the table to increase the compensation for council and mayor, and that was tabled. I would like to table that again, with unanimous consent, table that to February.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it for old business? Okay, general administration. Motion to authorize application for enrollment in the PA General Services Federal Surplus Property Program.
Okay, so this motion on the table authorizes us to join this program where if there are any materials, supplies, or things that the government is offering up, we could take a look at it, perhaps bid on it. Cost-saving measure, but we have to enroll in this program. It doesn't cost us anything.
Do we need to, we were already in this before. Do we need,
We'll find out.
Yeah.
When we
A
go through this
resolution?
process, we'll
When we go
find
through the
out.
process, we'll find out.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so if there's aren't any objections to this, we can pass
Doesn't
this.
cost anything, I'm good.
Okay, motion passes?
Yep.
And am I completing that application, just so I know?
Yeah, you
Okay.
have that paperwork?
Yes. I just sent it to everyone, so I want to make sure it wasn't.
John, you're in?
Yep, I'm
All
good.
right, we're all in. Motion passes.
Okay. There's a resolution on the table to establish a human resources policy and procedures for onboarding and offboarding personnel. This is a policy resolution that says that when we have new council members, new employees that come to the borough, we'll develop a process and, like a checklist, right? We'll make sure that they get their keys and so forth and the passwords and whatever they need to do their business, and then the offboarding process will be just the reverse. When they leave, we'll make sure if there are any grants that they're administering, we'll know that. Any keys we'll get back, we'll know to change passwords and so forth. So this is not the policy itself, this is just a policy resolution to implement that. So, and by the way, all these they've been available online. This publicly available agenda has the clickable links, so the citizens could have seen this stuff. We have all had a chance to read these as well. If anyone would want to hear these resolutions, let me know, and I can read them. But if there are no objections to this,
Do we need a motion or do we need to go around the table? What do you want to do here?
let me get, just to do this right, let me get, so put me down as the sponsor for these, okay, for the ordinance. A second for that? Who
Yeah,
wants
I'll
to-
second.
You second it? Okay.
All in
for-
favor?
Okay. We're just going back to, we're gonna document a second, because we didn't do that. Okay, so Justin will be a second for number 1 under budget and finance. We tabled that. So
Justin's the second.
second for number 1 under general administration. Justin, you want to second the offboarding, onboarding?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay.
All in favor?
No objection.
Opposed? Okay.
Okay.
Culture and recreation, you don't have anything else under general administration?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, we'll need a motion to appropriate $500 for fire truck Santa supplies. I think we have a fireman here today.
Yes, sir.
Do we just give you money?
No, so you want to take that?
Yeah,
We were doing-
they gave us a date of the 20th, not this Saturday, next Saturday. They would be available to put a truck around West Mayfield.
Okay.
They usually use Eli as their Santa on the Beaver Falls truck, which is fine. Eli was supposed to be here tonight to tell me if he was going to do it. If he's not here, I'll send him a message, give him a buzz, see if he's gonna do it. Otherwise, the firemen have another Santa as a backup that they use. They would like to start here with the ladder truck, and they would like to have like all the bags here. So we would be responsible to get the candy and fruit, whatever, and do the bags, leave them here, and then they would pick them all up and start here. With Eli being their Santa, who also knows West Mayfield, he could
Sure.
help her out. Plus, the firemen know.
Yeah. We'll make sure we hit every street.
They'll hit every
Right.
street. They want to start at 1 in the afternoon and do their diligence. So yes was their answer, not a problem.
Okay, so the motion on the table is for 500.
That
enough?
sounds good.
That's enough? Okay.
So we just need a crew of people to come here and put bags of candy up.
Okay, we have a second on the motion?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
Okay.
Opposed?
Thank you. Whoever wants to help, I'll put it out on a chain.
Let me know when you're done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Did you bring up a report?
I already read it.
Oh,
That's
I missed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, I did hear you say it, okay. Budget and finance, motion to authorize Butler Agnew and Associates to audit the statements of real estate tax duplicates, receipts, and disbursements, cash basis of the Borough of West Mayfield as of and for the year ending December 31st, 2004, and the year ending December 31st, 2025, as per the terms and conditions as agreed upon in the firm's engagement letters to the borough.
I can speak to this.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Kevin.
I'll lay this on the table. I need a second.
I don't know what it is.
I'll second it.
It's an audit.
Second.
It's just the audit, Kathy.
Yeah. Okay, so let me give you some background
All in favor?
so you know. Hold on, let me explain this.
Oh, okay.
This is important to know this. So I spoke to Kathy, the auditor. What's his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name first?
Chad.
Chad. So I spoke to Chad, explained this to me. Because we have tax collection, we have to audit the tax collector's office. And we've been auditing the tax collector's office except for 24 for some reason. It stopped. And there was no plans to audit in 25. So don't know why that happened. So that's why this motion is going back to authorize Butler Agnew to do the 24 audit and then also do the 25 audit, and then we'll continue moving forward. So like they have this letter of engagement, it's basically their contract, and so it will be consistent with what we paid previous to 24. It's about 1,900,
Yes,
give or
somewhere in
take in there, right? But it's something we just have to do, right? We're obligated to do that. So I just wanted to put this on here to authorize these 2 back audits. Okay, we'll vote on it.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, you're getting audited, Kathy.
There goes our Hawaiian vacation.
Yeah.
Are you gonna suffer though?
Yeah, let me do some math real quick here. Just to make sure that I. Okay, yeah, so we have a motion to accept the bid by
Waste Management of Pennsylvania for 2026 to 2028 collection, removal, and disposal of garbage and refuse. We took the consideration of the committee that reviewed all the bids, basically what's the best solution for West Mayfield, and we determined that via the surveys and everything that we put out into the public, that the unlimited with the optional e-waste from Waste Management was the correct one to pick. Currently, one of the reasons why is because currently we are paying $24 a month for trash. And with this Waste Management Unlimited for the first year, we are at $23.34, and then at the end of year 3, it would be only $25.74 for unlimited trash. With the e-waste.
Do we have any discussion on that? Is everybody good with that, or need to ask any questions?
So you're looking at what, the unlimited? Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, unlimited with the optional e-waste.
Optional okay.
Yeah, so currently every resident is paying $24 for unlimited.
Most of this was based
So
off
Bill's
of
going
Kevin's
down.
survey.
Okay.
Yeah, bill's going down until the last year. It's going to be $1.74 at the end of the contract, more than what we're paying now.
Yeah.
So I'll need a motion.
I'll second it.
Did I get a first?
Table.
Oh, that's right.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? Okay. Going with Waste Management.
Thank you. Hey, based on, you guys have community events, just know that we do partner up with you, with a municipality service, and we get involved with your community events. We do touch-a-truck events, so if you have like a community, community event this summer, we'll do, we'll bring a truck. I mean, kids love it. We could donate event boxes for your trucks. So Justin, work with Terry, because we do get heavily involved.
That's great.
Love it.
The only thing I want to discuss on that is just the timely manner of getting them a contract from the borough. So I don't know the logistics of that.
Which, I didn't hear everything you said.
Like they're going to need a contract from us in regards to the bid that
You'll start in January, correct?
Yes. So and the faster we get that to them is
Did
perfect.
his company send the proposed contract or no?
Yeah.
No, typically with these municipal contracts, because you guys put bid specs and we responded, usually, either the business manager or the solicitor puts basically it's the bid specs with a couple pages of like a signature page. That makes up the contract.
All right, I can do that.
I have a question for you. I like the idea of having the bins too, because of all the people that don't like to put a lid on their can or just throw their garbage bags out in the yard Thursday night. What would it, do you have something like if we could rent the cans,
Yeah, I mean, we do that in a lot of municipalities where it's it's a traditional service contract, but we give the residents an option to rent a cart from us. So whatever our rate is, you mentioned 23 or something, right? I'm not sure what the price would be to rent, because we do that. We do that a lot up in the area markets.
Because I'd like to add that to the contract where all the residents have to have them. Because I get so many calls about so-and-so's trash is overflowing.
Not for
unlimited.
Well, that's what I was asking them, if we could do that.
Yeah, that's why
Just rent.
it would be an additional fee to that resident that wants a cart of, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but it could be like $3 a month on top of their $23 or something like that.
It is already in the ordinance that you have to have a garbage cans with the secured lid on it. It's already in there. It's just a matter of us getting mean and nasty and decide to start slapping people with fines.
Well, you may be able to answer it this way then. If your collectors, your drivers or collectors are having issues with a certain person, can you add that into your monthly report so that the what do you call that? The ordinance guy can go around and actually address that for you.
Like what type of problem?
Maybe somebody just throws out bags of trash and then the raccoons constantly every week destroy it.
Yeah.
And now your guys will either have to clean it up or maybe they don't. Maybe they just leave
They
it.
won't clean it up.
They're not
That's
cleaning
not
it
fair.
up.
No, they're not
Okay.
Just leave
gonna,
it.
we're gonna collect it. We're not gonna clean up.
Okay.
Can you,
Yeah.
when you send out your packet, can you put in there that you must have it in cans or something?
I mean,
Because that's our ordinance.
so you do have an ordinance covering
Yes.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Justin, if you could get maybe whatever your ordinance says to Terry,
Okay.
she could probably incorporate something in the brochures that are gonna be mailed out.
That would be great.
And then do we have to put anything in the contract language for like the ability to rent a cart if they need to, or?
It should be in there if that's part of what.
Yeah.
And then maybe I talked to Terry a little bit, is like adding a line about additional services would be on a agreed upon standard, like maybe a community trash day or something to that
Yes,
nature.
yeah, anything outside the scope of your bid
Yeah.
specs, we could work together
Okay,
on that.
perfect.
Justin or Jennifer, if you guys could, either one of you, send me all this information
Okay,
by email so I have it to get the contract started, okay?
okay, yep, I can do that.
Then you'll need to let us know right away about what day. Well, you're gonna send out the packet before
Yeah.
January, right?
Yes, well.
You don't have much time.
Yeah, the sooner you could get us the resident list, address list, the quicker we'll move.
Yep.
And I believe, if I heard correctly on a conference call around, I think your service day is gonna be Friday.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think don't quote me, but
That's what it is now.
is that what it is? I think it's gonna be Friday.
So that's great then, that, if you change it,
I mean, if we change it, we will educate everyone well in advance. It's not like we just change days.
Aim for a Monday.
so at least for January, it's gonna be Friday.
I think so.
Then you can, after everybody gets their information, then you can change it or whatever. Great. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. What's next?
Yeah, I
Resolution.
guess I'll take the next couple ones, I think. So, I'm proposing a resolution to, authorizing the transfer of the surplus fund balances to the Pliggett Investment Fund in accordance to the borough's investment policy. So we have a resolution here to, basically take all this surplus funds, or the surplus of any of the funds that we have, throw them into the Pliggett Fund, which is liquid, to gain interest to pay for the deficit of the income, or the spending versus the income for next year's budget.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay.
That's a good one to second.
The next one that's on there is the resolution for adopting the 2026,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Are you taking, okay, adopting the 2026 municipal budget and affirming the 2026 real estate property tax rate as unchanged from the year 2025. Do you have any more comments on that?
So we duly created a proposed budget and approved that proposed budget. It was duly advertised. So we have to approve this 26 final budget by the end of the year. We're going to do it tonight, hopefully. But we also have to make a resolution, I combine these together, stating that our property tax, the status of our property tax. If it was less or unchanged, we could do this by resolution, which this does. If it were to be increased, we'd have to do that by ordinance, but it's not. So it remains unchanged from last year. This attests to that, and then this would also approve the 26 budget.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I'll sign it then.
Justin.
Oh, thank you.
The next thing, not to steal any of your thunder here, but a resolution for establishing a fixed asset list for the borough of West Mayfield. Basically, every audit that we've, I think, ever had, the auditors have suggested to have a fixed asset list for everything that the borough owns. This is a resolution
What did we say,
confirm
everything over 500 or something like
that. I
that?
believe, did we put an actual amount in there?
No.
That could be a policy.
Okay.
Right up.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I'll sign that one.
And the last one, which is probably my favorite one, so I don't have to do this ever again, is a resolution for authorizing the review of expiring borough contracts and assigning oversight responsibilities within 6 months from the expiration date. So that way we're not negotiating a garbage contract at the end of the year.
Aye. Oh, I mean, I'll second it.
Someone wants to second
All
that
in
as fast as
favor?
possible.
Get an anonymity before you go.
Opposed?
Thank you, sir.
This is going pretty quick.
All right.
It's done.
I think that's all my thunder.
Not more. Public safety.
All right, we're done with that. Okay, go public safety. Sure.
So in April, council passed a resolution requiring our emergency operation plan, which was last approved in 2010, to be updated for this year, and then to be put on a biennial schedule. So 2 years, every 2 years, it'll be reviewed by council and approved. So Eli, our emergency management coordinator, gave us a draft in September, and at our December 3rd meeting, work session, he gave us a presentation on the changes from 2010 to 2025. I attended an emergency management training for new elected officials that very day, and I learned a lot. One, how important it is for us elected officials to realize that the buck stops with us. That this emergency plan, or program I should say, EMA, is really our responsibility, which Eli has told us, right? This is up to us. He's the person who makes it go, but it's up to us. So that was one thing I learned there. The second thing I learned is that the Beaver County emergency management folks are eager to help assist us in any way possible to review our program, improve our program, and so forth, even with training and such. And I asked them if they would be willing to look at our emergency operations plan, to review that from the county's perspective, which is important because Eli had said a major shift in this new plan is that there's more, we're punting more of the emergency management stuff to county. In other words, less for the municipality, more on the county side of things. Okay, so I would like to table this until the next meeting, either the reorganization meeting or the one after that to be decided, because I've yet to hear back from Kevin Whipple, the Assistant Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator. He was going to give it to his team to review for its adequacy. So I would like to table this.
Okay.
If there's any objections?
It's tabled.
That's it?
So I have something.
Okay.
I have to speak on behalf of the roads. I just gotta let you guys know that the roads were completed. I was contacted today by Friar Wright. They just wanted to make sure that we were happy with everything. We did find one small issue on Bowden where the road appears thin where they put it down. They assured us that with the bond that we have in place, I do believe it's 2 years. If there is an issue with it, come springtime after plowing and all of that stuff, they'll be right back out to fix it up. But she asked me today when they were gonna get paid, and I don't know how that works. So, I can also mention, we also went over, don't quote me on this because I don't have the papers in front of me, they weren't sent to me, but it was right around $2,000 over what we initially thought it was gonna be, which, for those of you guys who don't know anything about roads, that's actually pretty good. That's all the aprons that we didn't know we had to do, floating into driveways and things like that, things that you just never know, like the unseen things. But Yeah, it's gonna be like 2,000 over, but I don't know how to get this girl paid, or this company paid.
Well, we already passed a motion to proceed with this and the price point and
Yep.
so forth, so I guess we just need to.
Just
come to
hand her a
check.
bill and she'll give you a
For
check.
the
As soon as I
2,000
get an
over,
invoice,
we
I
have
can
to
pay
do
it. I
anything
just
like that?
don't,
Yeah.
I haven't got an invoice.
I'm assuming the invoice is gonna come from them,
Like,
or does it go through
Better.
Widmer to them? I've never done that before, I never.
I
handled
can't
that.
imagine would.
I'm sure it would
I'd say
come straight from
directly
Ray.
to us.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, as soon as I get an invoice, they'll get paid.
well, I'll get
You
in
can let her
contact
know.
with her.
And make sure it's them, and make a phone call
Yeah,
before you pay them.
don't know what
Yeah,
city this is.
don't know what city it is.
Yeah.
And I have a little bit of an
No pressure.
update on the fence down at the park. They fixed the short piece, the short fence. They put poles in on the tall part. It was, I think, 4 poles maybe. Then they left and nobody's been back. I think maybe they got deported or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I put a call into them and she says, well, I'll have them call you back. And I haven't heard back.
When he was there, it snowed the next day.
They didn't cover up the cement or anything. There's
It's
bags
all-
of cement down there
Yeah.
now.
Oh, there's one more thing I have to mention. Just recently, we had an emergency down on West 4th. So I think they call it Wilson. It's not actually listed as Wilson on anybody's maps, but where it crosses over the railroad tracks at B&W going down towards Wallace. While they were replacing the telephone poles, they struck a sewer line.
Again?
We're not sure what sewer line that is. We think it may be coming from B&W, so that's kind of under review at the moment. Somebody will report back to you.
Brian, do you have anything?
Glade, yes.
On that or?
Yes.
No, on anything.
Yeah, Wilson's.
Need to talk about anything?
Well, Jake said it wasn't in the,
Yeah, we're gonna
Work
talk
meeting.
about the next stuff for the workshop. I already went over that with Kevin.
Okay, so you don't have anything for this?
Any general business stuff, things that you need up.
How's the truck running?
oh, truck runs great.
Good.
But I did ask Jake, we need to get some new front tires on it.
Yep, we'll talk about it at the workshop.
And I brought it to Jake, I mean, that's something that actually needs done now, but I checked with Myers about new tires for front of it. They wanted over $600 for 2 front tires. And I mentioned it to Jake that I have
He needs- he
4
said it needs done
like
now.
brand new tires on rims
It does need done.
that I'd let go for $800. They're all traction tires.
Gerald got
If we need it now, we gotta decide now.
Well, we can do an emergency motion. That would be okay.
And we have money in the budget for it, right?
Yeah, there's still money left over for it, yeah.
Okay, so,
Do we need to?
this would be an emergency motion under Public Works to appropriate, how much? How much do you think you need?
How long's your tires gonna last?
They're brand new. I mean,
We'll take them, $800.
800?
Is that negotiable?
That's on rims.
They got rims on them. I think they'll bolt right on the truck. They're off with Super Duty.
What do you guys think?
If we need them, we gotta get them.
Yep.
Yeah, it can't
It's
be running
snowing.
around in the snow
This is
with bad
for-
tires.
For tires, how many tires? 4 tires?
4 for 800.
4 tires, 800.
Pretty good deal.
Okay, so the emergency motion on the table is to appropriate $800 for 4 truck tires
On wheels.
On wheels.
on wheels. Okay.
All in favor?
Hey, wait a second.
I'll second.
Oh, sorry, Bruce.
Just give me
Oh,
the invoice back.
Just put Jake down a second.
And I did get the pickup pretty much straightened around. It's ready to plow.
Good.
Good job on the road.
Opposed? All right, let's buy his tires. Sold.
There you go.
Okay,
Four,
when-
5-inch day, you guys did good.
When will I have something to, how are we gonna get this out to all the residents about the lease? Well, all the ones that are renting, all the renters, I should say.
You guys are gonna have to work on
That's-
that.
I
as we go.
already did that letter, but the only thing is that this fee structure thing, You know, we had it in and then it got taken out and now it's like, you know.
Where are we
like-
at with that?
It's in the ordinance. This is a.
No, I don't think it was in the ordinance. I think it got removed. I don't remember seeing it in there. Maybe I'm wrong. Very well.
Yeah, we do have the list.
Yeah, I mean, I had my original one that I snapped from East Rochester, you know.
No, I'm talking about the list of residents.
Oh, yeah, I got
What do you
that.
think?
I have that. And that's just where we just make up a bunch of labels, you know, and make the letter and let them know what the ordinance number is. So we gotta get the ordinance number to put on there so that way they know what to go look for. And then the application for listing the tenants, and then the fee schedule,
Because we'll
you
need
know?
it. So we can get on that right away then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is administrative stuff you guys can deal with, right?
Yep.
On that, okay. But you're authorized to do fees and stuff. Okay, we're good.
It does say there, just remind everybody on page 11, fee for annual rental occupancy license for occupied and vacant rental dwelling units should be set by resolution adopted by borough and may be changed from time to time.
Mhm.
Okay. So we have to wait to do this then, correct? The fees.
Yeah, you guys-
Well, you have to
guys
decide
do
We
what
can
you want.
just,
Yeah.
okay.
You can do it whenever, and I can get it out for you guys, or we'll talk about it after. Let's just
Okay.
finish the meeting.
All right, let's pay the bills.
Good.
Roll call vote, you need to pay the bills?
As long as everybody agrees, it's fine.
Okay, does everybody agree?
Yep.
All in favor?
I need someone to make a motion and
Oh.
sign.
I'll make the motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ratification of purchases made by committee.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Any other business? Anybody?
Anybody have anything?
I just want to say thanks for letting me be on council. Thanks to the citizens, they've helped out tremendously. I'll still be around the borough, so if you guys need help with anything, I'll do what I can to make the transition as easy as possible. I will request that I get to keep some keys because I get emergency calls all the time, but it's totally up to council.
Yes. And I'm not on council.
You don't gotta make that decision today. This
Yeah.
is, I'm gonna keep my keys until January, I'll tell you that. But
I wouldn't be opposed to like appointing him as something, right? You know what I mean? That way if something
that's something
happens,
idea,
you
yeah.
know, if you're like, if you walk in and you trip and fall, you know,
Yeah.
you wanna be covered, right?
Sure.
So,
Okay, work session, we'll work
Thanks,
that out.
Jake.
Okay.
alright, we'll get you back.
Join us.
We're adjourned.
It takes one letter than that, buddy.
I forgot how to write.